Greetings, everyone. This is Sayo the Terror of Death 99, aka the Black Cobra. And I'm back for some more of Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. I apologize for my longer than usual absence. I was not feeling well last week. But I've officially returned. Now, when we last left off, we had actually finished that monstrous case. That monstrous second case, which was the monstrous Turnabout. Now, what we actually found out was that the mayor's aide turned out to be the killer, and that he wasn't even a rich man either. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? What we're up to next is we're up to case number 3, Turnabout Academy. Let's begin, shall we? Episode 3, Turnabout Academy.
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
October 24th, 1:25 p.m. Themis Legal Academy. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. There's Phoenix. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his fraternity badge back, they received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from this experience. But no, he had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's the school festival. October 24th at 1:29 p.m. Themis Legal Academy, first floor hallway. I think this is the case where it gets really interesting. Now, one thing I should mention, in Dual Destinies, there's actually a case where a mock trial actually turns into an actual trial. I believe this is it. This is the one. This is an announcement for the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Here we go. Ah, there are Phoenix and Apollo. Athena Sykes, by the way, is the youngest lawyer in the, who's actually working for Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice. Just in case you needed a, just in case you needed a, Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not. Oh, who do we have here? Aristotle Means, a professor at the Hall of Learning. Athena Sykes, indeed. So vigorous and vivacious. Just earn yourself a gold star. Looks like the mock trial is about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Oh, to rip it up and restore a trick. Trucy, by the way, is Phoenix Wright's adopted daughter. Themis Legal Academy. Can you tell me all about your school? One moment, everyone. Not doing that yet. Okay. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course, likewise. Budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course. Speaking of prosecutors, I wonder if that involves Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth is, I guess you could say, Phoenix Wright's rival in the first 3 Phoenix Wright games. Indeed. You have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. It's even more so. Which way the way? Indeed. Can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. Ah, yes. That is true. He's not a professor. He's a defense attorney. Now, another thing I should mention. In the 3rd Phoenix Wright game, which is Trials and Tribulations, if you actually screw up in the last 2 cases, Phoenix Wright actually gets rid of his badge and actually leaves his career as a defense attorney. I'm not gonna say what happens. You'll probably have to play that yourself, but well, you know what? I'm not gonna go into that. Anyway, let's continue. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of. I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Now, is it just me, or does this guy look like a robot? Could be just me, but he definitely looks like one. Professor Court. She is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow. In addition to today's lecture. Training seminar for lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Well, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle when trying. Objection! The proper way to strike the podium. How to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. I apologize if I'm a little weary, everyone. I actually suffered a seizure earlier today. Even the seizure is not going to stop me. Anyway. Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. I wonder who this prosecutor is. That is what is at stake at this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course. Lawyer and prosecutor, technically that doesn't make any sense. Technically it should be defense attorney as well as prosecutor. Since prosecutors are actually lawyers. Based off in a simulated court case set in theory school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge, course student, and base our case on that. So if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so... No cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that's a special surprise. Famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Why do I get the feeling that it's Miles Edgeworth? It's not. Juniper Woods, senior in the judgment. What the hell? Huh. Who the hell would have thought that? Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you? What about Professor Court? I assume she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you look after our visitors, Juniper. Juniper Woods, is that you? Yeah, Athena and Woods and Juniper are actually good friends. Yes, they do. They do indeed know each other. Quite well, actually. A lot. Why don't you look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There's one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. I got something very suspicious. I got a feeling this is not going to be a mock trial. At least, once it starts. Hope you don't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Tell you what, Apollo, why don't you take my place? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Cord as soon as she gets here. Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means. Settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Let's see. Themis Legal Academy, first floor waiting room. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright snoozing away on the sofa. Whoa! What the hell? Huh. It wasn't me. It came from somewhere outside. We better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Outdoor stage. It's a stage for some sort of concert? Kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Whoa! Uh-oh. I thought so. This is the case I was talking about. Looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. Find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Anyway, you look around while this scene's still fresh. In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. We don't have much time. Check only what you can. Paladin bat an eye at the Alderman's body during that case of Ninetail's Veil. Can't let him show me up. Let me do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. So Professor Court was the professor I was to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late at all. How awful. Here she was lying dead, and I thought she was late. What was that you were saying before? You never were finished. Alright, here we go. First things first. I'm going to check and see what actually broke. Over here. Let's see. First, we're going to check the body. Guess I better get used to stuff like this. I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. Looks like an arrow. An arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. That makes the arrow the murder weapon. Technically a bow. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Alright. Where could the killer shot her from? Sage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? Not sure. I better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. Looks like there's a journal near her body. Let's see what we got here. Looks like it fell out of her chest pocket. True. Considering the situation at hand, though, my apologies to the late Professor Court. Let's see. 22nd. Routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. 24th, 9 a.m. Prepare for mock trial. Final confirmation. 1 p.m. Meet with Mr. Wright at training seminar. It definitely looks more like a planner rather than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. Could be. Let's see. Important. Okay. Mock trial begins 2 p.m. Something doesn't fit. Actually, a couple things that don't fit. First thing, there are no blood. There's not much blood around her body. And two, it looks like she might have been tied up. Now that you mention it, there's no blood around it. If the victim's body is colder and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Bingo! She was killed at a different location. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the first one was probably tied up with something. Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. Should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. Ah, here we go. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this was sort of the noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from this fine art club had made them. Definitely looks like one of them broke. There were two? And then that thing over there is the remains of another statue? This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Let's see what we have here. Looks like a newspaper. The Themis Herald. Pendant declaration of love rocks campus. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus. She Devil, Juniper Woods. Definitely sounds like somebody has a motive. Especially with that infamous, those two words, love triangle. I'm probably not gonna have to get into that, but for any of you who need to know, basically a love triangle is when a person is actually in love with two different people. That's basically what it is, in a nutshell. Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and a hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Interesting. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a single word of it. True, it is disturbing, even if it is third-rate tabloid material. Let's see what we got here. Ah, here we go. I wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish-purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to this stage. I mean, the sofa bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that leaves just one question. Were they broken by accident or intentionally? What a puzzle that is. Ah, this is Paul. I was at the mock trial when the police announced that a body had been found on campus. We already know about that, Apollo. That's right, we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Cord dead behind the witness stand over there. What the hell? We already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide once the police get here. Whoa! Sounds like there were two homicide cases. Two victims. Explain what you mean, Apollo. Just like how it was in the mock trial. What the hell? Whoa! It's like the mock trial? The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? Can't really be all the same, can it? Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. Whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus, that's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Can't believe we have to wait around here. I can see still at times like these. There's Junie. Student Council President? Impressive. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Let's see what we have here. What's it been, 7 years ago, Juniper? Yes, and I always remember how you're always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? Why's it better that way? Felt like we're sisters, you know? As I'm still student council president now. As student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I had to act properly. It was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Professor Court had been in charge until, you know. That's right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? I just sum up in a single word. Teacher was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school, Juniper? What did you mean by that? Something is not right. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Ginny's voice? Something is not... Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? It's amazing, Junie. We remember this from the very first case. Alright, Junie? You should take it easy for a while. So she still got that cough. She's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Defense attorney, I should say. And a prosecutor. Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. You seem to think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. One moment, everyone.